adventure. Our friend and her parents rented an Airbnb, which is like a cabin in the middle of nowhere. It's less than an hour from our apartment, but it's literally feels like a different planet. So far, we're about 25 minutes away, and it's beautiful already. And we're just gonna like go for hikes and just hang out and do some reading. And we have some adventures planned, and I'm gonna bring you along. And it'll be a reading slash adventure vlog.
No way in between. I ain't getting any younger.
And there was a lady.
You will stay forever dream. You were truly my lover, but it was over so fast.
Okay, so we all brought books to read on this grand adventure. Megan, my sister, Irene, my best friend. You've never been on my channel before, have you?
I haven't. Have I?
You have.
You have.
In vlogs before.
Oh. I think you guys talked about Red, White, and Worldly.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
And Thor.
Right, I forgot. Okay.
Anyway, so we're gonna talk about the books. So Irene, you go first. What books did you bring?
Okay, I brought the Sherwood Ring.
Mhm.
It's my old copy of it from when I was a kid, which is in
Oh.
pieces. What classic.
Tell us about it.
And it takes place in the 50s when it was written, and is about a young woman who goes back to her ancestral home in upstate New York, but when her father dies, where her uncle lives, and the house is haunted, and
Love
so
that.
she gets the stories of the ghosts of the house of her ancestors from the Revolutionary War, and it
I
is
love that.
there are 3 romances.
That's
in it.
cool. Okay, I'm on board with this book. We will get reports.
Yes.
And then I brought The Calculating Stars, which also takes place in the 50s.
Oh.
And is an alternate
A
history
theme.
about what happens when a meteorite hits the east coast of the United States, and a woman who sets out to become the first lady astronaut. I think because like the Earth is
awesome.
decimated,
Oh.
but yes, because she's a
Okay.
study pilot.
And it's
Nice.
a series?
I can't remember. It's the first.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It has first on it. So
Okay.
maybe it's a series.
Cool. Very cool. Meg? I picked Megan's books for her to bring without her consulting me whatsoever. And without me consulting
I
her
was
whatsoever.
packing.
So this is the first time she's even seeing what books I brought.
Yeah. So I
How you
did
pack it?
Get a Life, Chloe Brown by Talia Hibbert, which I've heard about this book. So to my knowledge, she's like terminally ill.
She's not terminally ill.
No.
Chronically ill.
Yeah.
That's a different thing.
And she, it makes sense if she's terminally ill too.
It would be a very different
Very different.
It's not, and she's like a homebody, is that right?
Yeah, she is.
So she decides to get a life.
She does.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
And it's got some cool diversity in it. So
It is diverse, yes.
it's nice. Okay. I don't know anything about this one.
I've read this.
This
I
is
haven't read it yet
If
either.
I Never Met You, but by Mahiri McFarlane.
It's actually Virey McFarlane.
Oh.
It's a
I
Scottish
see.
thing.
Virey McFarlane.
Virey.
Okay. If I Never Met You, by Virey McFarlane. Look
It's
it up.
amazing.
It's a fake dating.
It is.
trope,
It is a
sort
fake
of, right?
dating trip. She, at the beginning, her long-term partner breaks up with her because he's having an affair, and they
Nice.
work in the same law firm. And so
Okay.
she has another man at the law firm who they end up fake dating because
Ooh.
he needs her to prove that he's a respectable man
I
because he's going
see.
for a promotion, and she's like very well regarded in the law firm, and she wants to make her ex-partner horrifically jealous. It's
I
very
love
good.
that. Okay.
I
It
gave it
says
5 stars.
its tagline is if faking love is this easy, how do you know when it's real? Ooh, that sounds good. Okay, so guys, which one do I read first?
I haven't read this. I gave this 5 stars. Irene gave that 5 stars. And this 4 stars.
You're
right?
not making it easy.
I read this in a day.
I think I read this in 2 days.
We'll toss a coin.
Okay. Okay, I brought 2 really different books. A thriller. This is The Stranger Diaries by Ellie Griffiths, which is a thriller about a woman who teaches, I think, high school English, but her thing is high school English? That might not be English. Yeah, Gothic. She specializes on a Gothic writer named R.M. Holland and likes murder or something. I don't know. But then there is a murder that happens and she gets drawn into it, and a note that's left by the body is a quote from one of R.M. Holland's books, and so she starts being suspected, or someone in her circle, and there are excerpts from a diary in here, and I don't know if we know who the diary is from. Doesn't that sound cool? I thought it sounded cool.
Is this Dark Academia?
Maybe. The other one I brought with me is Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie, and this is about two siblings who grew up in Nigeria in a very like religious, totalitarian sort of household, and then when when their father dies, they go to live with an aunt or an uncle, and it like opens up a lot of doors for them, and it's like a whole other life, and it's beautiful.
I bet I would read anything she has ever written.
The
She's
only
incredible.
the only thing I've read so far by her is We Should All Be Feminists, so I should read one of her actual novels.
Yeah.
So here we go. I actually bought this, which I broke my rule. I don't ever buy books I haven't read.
All right.
I also have an e-arc on my phone that I am 25% of the way through right now. It's called 5 Ways to Fall Out of Love. It's a YA contemporary about a girl who spends the whole summer like basically falling for the boy next door who like just moved in, and then at the homecoming dance he stands her up at like the start of their junior year of high school, and she doesn't know why, and then we skip to halfway through their senior year and they're stuck in a class together as partners where they have to like raise a baby, a fake baby, together. And everything's gonna come to a head.
Did any of you ever actually have to do that in
I was
school?
just thinking that exact thing.
Literally never. Every TV show though,
Got an egg, got a
an
sack of
egg or
flour.
a baby or a sack of flour. Theirs is an animatronic baby that can actually like cry.
I know those exist. I've heard that it happens.
But I'm obsessed with it. I started it this morning and I'm 25% of the way in. So good stuff.
Ready. Break.
No way in between. I ain't getting any younger. And you will stay forever a dream.
Where's the step?
You were truly my lover, but it was over so fast. Just one thing to discover. Oh no,
Yes, please do.
it was never meant to last. Well, you just fall in and out of love. Well, you just fall in and out of love. Well, you just.
Hello, we are back in the car. It's Monday morning and we have been kind of lounging around and reading, and I've made a lot of good progress on the arc that I was reading, and I have a lot of thoughts. When I finish it, I will catch you guys up. But for now, we are actually going to find farm stands. So we're headed to a vegetable farm stand and then another one that does like preserves and ice creams and stuff like that. Say hi, guys. Hi. Hello. Have you guys been reading?
Yep.
What have you been reading?
Get a Life of Chloe Brown.
How is it?
Very good.
Yeah? Irene,
The Sherwood Ring.
where are you?
Hi. I've been reading The Sherwood Ring.
Yeah, and it's amazing?
It is amazing. I've read it like 15 times, so I know it's amazing.
I just thought I would update you, and then we have all sorts of exciting plans for today. And I'm gonna bring you guys along. Hey everybody, so we are on our way home now. So as you saw, we went tubing. It was fantastic, it was so beautiful. Okay, so my battery died on my way home yesterday, but I just wanted to wrap this up and tell you a little bit about the book that I did finish during my weekend in the woods. So as you saw, we went tubing, and where we were was beautiful, just like stunningly gorgeous. It finally feels like summer because I've gone on a vacation, even though it was only an hour away from my house. After that, we stopped at a dairy farm, like roadside stand, and got farm fresh chocolate milk and ice cream that they make like on site, and homemade soda, and I got some pumpkin butter. We just spent so much money. I'm going to insert a clip of the ice cream that I got. I ate the whole thing in one sitting when I got home last night. It was peanut butter pie flavored ice cream. So, the book that I read was the ARC I got for 5 Ways to Fall Out of Love, and it doesn't come out until next March, but I did finish it in like 24 hours, maybe 36 hours, and I gave it 4 stars. I don't want to spoil anything because, like I said, it doesn't come out till next March, so it's really early, but I do have some notes. From the cover and the title, feels sort of Casey West. That's not a dig, but I don't think it's quite selling itself correctly. And some of the negative reviews I've seen from people who have gotten the ARC in advance are that they were looking for a romance, and it's not that. And that's not the book's fault, it's the marketing's fault. I think the title kind of undersells it because it's so much more than 5 Ways to Fall Out of Love. And I think it's sort of gimmicky and unfortunate because I enjoyed it, and it's more of a coming of age story, and the main character kind of finding herself and dealing with some deeply seated issues she has with relationships and with optimism based on the relationships she's seen around her, specifically her parents, because their marriage is crumbling and has been for a really long time, and it has really negatively affected her. So I love her relationships, like romantic relationships in the book, and her relationship with her best friend, but it's all of those things. It's not just 5 Ways to Fall Out of Love. So I loved it, but don't go in expecting just like a cutesy YA romance, because that's a very small part of the book. Fortunately, I did not have my hopes up for any specific thing, and so I really enjoyed it. I just wish the title was something different. I think that's it. Thanks for coming along with me on my weekend in the woods. Hopefully you've had the opportunity to do something this summer that makes you feel like summer, and hopefully you're reading some really good books. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.